The trailers right now for Sprint that's coming out. You're obviously one of the featured athletes. What are you most looking forward to, and what should the fans expect with this new series that's coming out on Netflix?
I feel like they're going to support the new brand for ourselves and the future of the athletes that come behind us.
What are you hoping the athletes that come in the future gain from this?
More sponsorship, more knowledge about our sport.
You talk about the business of track and field. What got you really interested in making sure that you're not just an athlete first, but business first, and focusing in on the compensation coming in?
At the end of the day, sports end, and what do you got after sports?
How's your recent training been? Working with
Training's going good, working great with the group in LA. Can't complain. On to the next one.
How you feeling about
of competing if I don't feel confident in my ability.
And this year, you haven't run a 400 yet, and you're kind of taking what looks like a little bit of a different approach than past years, would you say? And what do you think we're about to see now that you're going to get at least a little bit?
Well, it's just more about the technical side of the 100. Like, I don't want my form to break the last 10, 20 meters of the race, so it's more about the technique of the 100. Whoever hold the best, hold their speed, and always win the race.
Assessing your competition exactly where you want to be.
I don't think I really pay attention to my competitors. It's all about me and my lane.
To what degree, Fred, was last year's Worlds a motivating factor for you this year?
I feel like last year competing in Budapest was definitely motivated. I know where I left on the table.
Fred, I guess what did Coach see in practice that gave the green light to race this weekend? 'Cause I guess you were supposed to race in Europe, or what was that?
I was supposed to race in Rio, but Coach talked, so whatever happened at the coach's table, stayed at the coach's table.
So I talked to Wayne Reed, and they said since they're how competitive their groups is, practice is almost they know where they're at just based on going against their guys. Do you kind of have that feeling? Yeah, so you're
Yeah, I definitely know where I'm at.
So you go into this one trying to get out of these holes.
I definitely know where I'm at.
Yeah.
You mentioned you put it out on social media. Hey, world record next time we're hitting the track in the 100. What are you feeling in practice that you're like, yeah, I'm confident that a big time.
Times in training, technique, everything.
So what are those technical aspects you're working on?
Well, you had to be in training to see what my coaching that I saw.
Okay. You mentioned you have a desire to see more compensation for track and field athletes. Do you feel like inflation in the U.S. the past year has made things really hard for these Team USA athletes to compete and train for their sport and focus?
I feel like if I was from a different country, I'd be living like a king. You know what I'm saying? So, but living in America, and how the world in America working on a lot of us struggling day in to day out. But if I was definitely living in another country, I'd be living like a king.
What are some of the biggest changes that you want to see when it comes to how athletes are compensated?
Just once we get to the top, just make sure our country take care of. From other countries, a lot of countries take care of their athletes. Our government don't take care of our athletes.
Did you think about this ultimate world championships, 150,000 prize, that sort of thing?
I don't think I'll actually dig into that yet, so don't worry about me.
But just more opportunities is always good.
Definitely more opportunity for the athletes.
Fred, in Tokyo, there were so many really young U.S. track and field athletes making their first debut. You guys have been growing together this past cycle. What do you expect out of that team as a whole in Paris?
Team USA, we supposed to dominate every time we touch on the track. Simple as that.
Fred, you mentioned government take care of American athletes. I know they do some overseas. Why do you think the American government should subsidize you guys?
Because it's fucked.
What's that?
Because it's fucked.
Why is it fucked?
Simple as that. It's fucked.
What are some of those specific struggles you've seen with track and field athletes as inflation's gotten worse recently?
A lot of athletes got a day job too, so it's just hard to have a day job and going to perform at our best each and every day. So a lot of athletes got a day job, but they got to focus on one, make money or do something they love. So it's just hard to work and do something day by day. It's hard for the nature of a lot of people's body.
When you talk over the years, it seems like you've got a real keen sense for business. Where's that come from?
Being in a position I come up from,
access to really good quality food and exercise equipment is good, or harder to attain?
I feel like the old head training was the best way of training. More technology, more people allow more new technology. You gotta go get it from earth. So more technology is cool, but more technology is not a necessity.
You mentioned on your recent podcast with CITIUS of being on the 4x4. Not sure if you want to be involved in that. If some individuals are there, is that still something that you want to do? Pursue being in the 4x4 at the Olympics?
It was necessarily, back to your question, it was necessarily not about the people being on the relay. It's the nature of why somebody disrespect me. A lot of people disrespect me, disrespect you, simple as that.
So is that the 4x4 a goal of yours to be on, or are you still
Wherever I'm on my own. You can really I'm on my own, but it was not the conversation of the athlete being on it. It's the relay coaches, to be exact, had something to say about me, so I let my truth be told.
Which coach was that?
I let my truth be told. If you know, you know.